Morning, welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the Zero to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. So for this week I have been farming up the Temple of Atal Hakar, and this is commonly known as the Sunken Temple, and it's quite prevalent why it's called the Sunken Temple. It's pretty much a massive temple that's submerged underwater. The place that you actually find this dungeon is in the Swamp of Sorrows, and it's right about here. So I'll pull it up on the map right there. Swamp of Sorrows is literally down from Red Ridge Mountains, and you can get there through the Deadwind Pass. Or if you have flying, you can just go over there, and pretty much all of us have flying, so I'm just going to skip all of that. Getting into the dungeon is pretty damn easy, and what we've been doing is farming up the old mobs. As I said last week, I wanted to farm up a load of transmog, and I chose the Sunken Temple for this week. Now, not only does the Sunken Temple drop a load of different types of rare transmogs and some very low-end transmogs as well, it also provides you, if you do have skinning, the ability in order to gain a lot of leather really fast and provide you with a lot of the green dragon scales, as all of these are like green dragon flight type things. And what we do is just do what I've just done now and just gather up all of these mobs in the first part and pretty much wait for them all to come. You build up a massive bundle of these things, and all you do is just completely burn them down, and it's pretty damn that easy in order to do. There are some side mobs that you can run as well, and you can also just gather them up as well, but what I found is it is more or less takes you a lot more time in order to clear this actual dungeon if you actually go after those smaller packs of mobs, and I don't see any big difference within the gold per hour by doing this. So gathering up the first load of mobs and just going over to the Dragon King boss, which is over here, so you just run in, gather up, go into here, kill them and kill the boss at the same time. Pretty much all done. You can also obviously go for the like one-off mobs which are dotted around here and a few around here. There is a nice densely packed area of mobs over here which you can do as well, which you can just make your way over. So once you've killed the green dragons, you can make your way over to this part over here and just gather up the other little stragglers coming along. Now this one does tend to be a little bit annoying, and you'll see why I don't do this, so to speak. And this is because when I gather all of these guys up, I kill them obviously, and then they spawn some immune ghosts which are rather irritating because you cannot actually kill them and they keep you within combat. Now obviously with the dragons you can skin them and all that jazz, but with the humanoid mobs you can't really get all that much from them. They do dissipate after a little while, but at the end of the day I find that the loot that you get from these guys in the actual farming is not overly that great when it comes to just killing the dragons and going else again. That being the case, let's head back to Stormwind and we can go over the pull or the loot that we've gained throughout this week. So that being the case, I'll see you then. Okay, so by looking at what we've actually obtained for this week, we have gotten a lot of rugged leather. Rugged leather at this moment in time on my realm is selling for around about 13 gold per piece. The min buyout is about 2 gold per piece, but I just checked them on the auction house and they're roughly going for around about 10 gold per piece, so pretty damn happy on the way that's going at the moment. The region market value average is around about 7 gold per piece, and that's pretty damn good in all honesty because you're going to get a lot of this stuff. Along with that you can get the worn dragon scales and the green dragon scales as well. Green dragon scales on a region market value average of across all EU realms is roughly around about 120 gold. On my realm it's 52 gold per piece and I've got a stack of 85. As well as this, I do have a stack of 105 One Dragon scales, and their market region value average is around about 83 gold, and the market value is around about 47 gold per piece. Now that's pretty damn good just by skinning, but that's not really what we were going in for. We were going for more transmog-esque. Now the transmog varies depending on RNG basis, because it's transmog farm, and more predominantly you're going to get items that are worth around about 500 gold per piece, so they're more of the lower tier transmogs. I do intend they would actually sell pretty damn fast. It's mostly low tier transmogs sell pretty damn fast in regards to the grand scheme of transmog. This is actually one of my favourite farms in order to do, really. Sunken Temple, very, very easy to do. Takes you about 20 minutes in order to clear the actual thing, and if you've got like a speed set with you, you can get it done a lot faster than that. Not really that many things that are of major note, such as a couple of little things such as the Overlord shield. They're about 3k per piece on my realm, so pretty damn happy with all of that. We do have a few other things like the Imperial Red Robe, which is around about 2,900 gold, but on average it's around about 500 gold per item. So the Overlord shields and the Imperial Red Robe is some of the higher medium end transmogs that we were going for. So pretty damn happy we got a variety of low end and medium end transmogs, as well as a load of different types of materials, just by adding skinning onto this farm. Now, you do get a couple of little patterns that you can sell in the auction house, but they're not going to be worth all that much. The thing that you're mainly going for Sunken Temple, and this is primarily why no one really farms it all that much, and that is because the high ticket BOE blues, they take forever and a day to drop, and I managed to get one, which is the Bludgeon of the Grinning Dog. And this is a stave which you can then obviously sell on the auction house because it's a BOE blue. And at this moment in time on my realm, it's around about 24,453 gold on a highly populated server. Now on the region market value average, it's around about 40,000 gold per for the item in general. And taking a look at the staff, it's nothing really that special in all honesty. It's just a nice little cool triangled staff which I can then sell on the auction house. The sell rate on this is 0.01, so in the grand scheme of transmogs it's going to take a long time for it to sell, but that's what you get when you have high tier transmogs being sold on the auction house. They take a lot longer than these low end ones which have a wide variety of different types of sell rates going forward. Other than that, that is pretty much all I have to say for the week, besides how much we've actually gained in total. The entire worth of this is around about 120,000 gold just in value in my bags at this moment in time, just by doing the Sunken Temple for the week, and pretty damn happy on the way things have turned out. Now that being the case, let's get into the gold for the week. Okay, the gold for the week goes as follows. We've sold around about 76 different types of mails on the auction house for this week. I don't feel that we're going to get all that much for this week going forward in gold at this moment in time, as kind of pretty much most of the fish has not sold just yet. Some maroon inks have sold, I've seen them pop up, but not a lot of the fish have actually sold. So a little bit of a bust going at the moment, so my bad on that part. I thought they would sell pretty damn good. So that being the case, let's get into the first clean out, which is 57,911 gold, or that's pretty damn good if I have to say so myself. And what we sold is a stack of 473 giant dinosaur bones, because I had a little flutter on whether to do this farm a couple of weeks ago, and I just got 473 bones, so I just bung them on the auction house for that 1,052 gold. The things that are of note going forward are a recipe of transmute life to earth, which is a vendor item actually. You can buy this from Shathra, and that's just by going over to all of the vendors and just buying out all of their recipes, because people are really lazy and they don't want to wait or travel like long distances in order to get a recipe which you can buy for like a couple of silver. They would rather pay like 1,000 gold and get it off of the auction house, because it just saves them time. You're making money on the convenience of having it ready and available, is by buying vendor recipes and all that stuff and then just selling those on the auction house. A clear-cut one in order to do is pretty much going over to Ironforge, which we're in right now, and going over to the tailoring supplies vendor. He sells all of the tuxedo plans, which you can sell on the auction house for a few hundred gold each, and if you've got enough of them, you're going to make a lot of gold just off the top of the bat, because just selling recipes in general just makes you a lot of gold. We sold that for 1,119 gold for this week. And the other thing of note is the maroon ink, a stack of 200 for 16,386 gold. Pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. And following on to that is another stack of maroon ink for 16,386 gold. So pretty damn good. I'm looking forward to all of this. Also sold a bound stream from one of the raids that we did the other week, and that was for 1,368 gold, and along with that we sold 2 stacks of 200 mauve stingers for 1,895 gold a stack. So that's pretty damn good in the grand scheme of things. But the better one of the two obviously is the viper fish, which we sold a stack of 60 for 2,854 gold. And following on to that is another stack of 116 maroon ink for 10,026 gold, and that pretty much covers the first clean out, so to speak. So we'll just grab all of that gold in. So 57,911 gold. Pretty damn happy with all of that. It's building up a nice sizable amount of gold to put on the auction house, and hopefully we'll do a little bit better next week, because we've got another clean out to do, but I don't reckon we're going to make any mega bucks this week, so to speak. Ups and downs, depends on your farms, depends on the market and all that jazz. So obviously we're probably going to have a bit of a down week for gold sales. The last clean out is 10,995 gold, and the things that are of note are nothing special. We just sold all of our ultramarine pigments, and we sold a stack of crimson ink, stack of 200 for 4,269 gold, along with another one for 4,269 gold. So all in total, this entire week is kind of a bit of a lull week where we haven't made an awful lot of gold. I don't know what's going on at the moment. Probably I would need to increase my value, so to speak. We're going to have to flood the auction house with loads more crap and make sure that we're going to get more gold in the long run, because at the end of the day, for a week, 68,906 gold is really not good enough, and that means we're going to have to double down on some more high tier farms in order to bring in that amount of gold, as the last few weeks we've been making well over 100,000, and the week before that we made over like 200k, and before that, you get my gist. We're going to need to start doubling down on things that actually work and making gold back. Now obviously I wanted to spend more time on doing transmog, so that's what we're going to be doing, but I'm going to be focusing on the farms that actually work and stop playing around with some of the different types of farms, such as the Sunken Temple is a great farm in order to do, because it provides you with mats and transmog, which is pretty damn good if I do say so. And we're going to most likely go into a couple of other raids for next week. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say for this week. Sorry if it's a little bit echoey. For some reason, the mic's being a bit funny or something or other. Other than that, guys, have a lovely rest of the week, and I shall see you on the next video, which will be on Monday. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you soon.